look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you can see right there that these two teams have split the first two games of the series. So essentially, that makes this a 3-game series. And that means that winning this game is huge.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 New York Mets.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who get the ball here in Game 3. And now here's a look at Joe Maddon's lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Yeah, you know, you have to be careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. Knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
Jacob deGrom gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's been one of the most dependable starting pitchers around. He's got a career ERA of less than 3. One of the best out there on the mound.
And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
Dexter Fowler heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Good afternoon for the Cubs. Center fielder, number 24.
And we are underway here in Flushing as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1.
First pitch, 107.
And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Hard liner toward short. And a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to open up the ball game.
Well, hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. First batter of the game, he's all over this pitch and lines it to center field for a leadoff single to get things started.
Chris Bryant will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. He's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
The 0-1 on its way. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And they won't get Fowler as he takes second with ease.
And this is all about a table setter at the top of the lineup doing his job perfectly. Gets on base to start the ball game. Now he's into second on the stolen base, and they're off to a fast start here early on.
To short, hit hard. Cabrera's there. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And he lays off for ball one. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, kind of strangely, Holiday has a bit of a reputation for rewarding the high strike. And that can really upset the hitter sometimes because the pitcher isn't usually trying to throw it there. So we'll see if any of that shows up.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Granderson. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, we've seen a couple really good swings here early on, and that's a good one there as this ball's going to plug the gap for 2 bases and give his guys the early 1-0 lead.
In is Jorge Soler, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Yeah, a great start for him so far. They go up 2-0 on a base hit here, and they're doing it off one of the best pitchers in the game.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A pause and the 0-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. hit hard on the ground to second. Walker's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubbies are in front 2-0. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Steve, what's the key for them here today?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
John Lackey will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's still pitching effectively, even after all of these years. He's one of those guys that physically he doesn't still have the same attributes he did as a younger player. But what he's done, he's made up for it mentally. The way he approaches hitters, the way he goes after them. Still one of the better guys in all the game.
Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. But defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base. Good soft hands. Has a good throwing arm as well.
David Wright is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Lackey steps into the windup. Here it comes on 1-0. Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
That curveball is going to be an important pitch for him to locate going forward. This one's not terrible, but it is over the plate. It gets turned into a leadoff single.
Neil Walker will take his cuts now, and he is one guy whose bat has not made the transition from regular season to postseason.
Yeah, and he was so good during the regular year, but he's been a non-factor so far in this postseason.
Popped up. Bryant is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Oh, man, would he like to have that swing back. I mean, he just missed hammering this ball, but just got underneath it a little bit. He's not going to be happy about that one because even he thought he was right on it.
Yoenis Cespedes comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Here's Lucas Duda now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. He's able to jump ahead.
Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Under it is Zobrist. 2 away now.
Well, anytime you get an RBI guy to the plate with less than 2 outs, and he does that, he is not happy. That's the kind of at-bat that'll stick with you for a while.
Now to the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Cubs lead this one 2-0. Addison Russell makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Therefore, it is Duda, and he's got it one away.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double. Into the box, John Lackey, as he'll take a look at ball one. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. 2-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down. And so with two away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Dexter Fowler will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
That really got this ball club going. When your leadoff guy gets on like that, kind of just fuels the momentum. Everybody starts to hit.
0-1 count and the pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. Gloved by Walker. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Cubs lead it 2-0. Michael Conforto strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. Lackey's ready. First pitch on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
And you know, he did a good job of getting out of trouble in that first inning. That makes getting the leadoff man here important for him to start the second.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Into the windup and the pitch. Curtis Granderson comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Launched to right field and deep. Back goes Hayward, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Granderson around second, headed for third. And they're not going to get him. A triple for Granderson.
Yeah, I thought because of the height, he might have a chance to roam back and get it. And I don't know if he thought the wall was a little closer than it actually was, but he kind of pulls off it in the end, and this is going to wind up a triple.
Digging in the switch hitter as Drupal Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And that misses for ball 1. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. You get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the dirt, or they're going to keep seeing it.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Catcher,
Jacob deGrom steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Men on third with 2 down. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. They trail it here 2-0. Back at Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, as we are ready for the 3rd inning in this one. Chris Bryant is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Drilled to the right side, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
You could see him just basically jumping at that first pitch. He pulls it into right field for a solid base hit.
In is Jorge Soler, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full. 3-2.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
Drilled right back up the middle. A step on the bag for one. Back to Duda. A double play, and the inning is over. Former cover boy David Wright leads things off when we come back. It's the Cubs 2 and the Mets nothing. And there now is David Wright. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Third baseman, David Wright.
And he lays off there 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Two and one.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now. 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. If he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on, right on the inside corner. That's a tough pitch.
Here's Neil Walker. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty, one man out. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And he's showing some real life with that fastball. That's a great spot on a 1-0 pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Ben Zobrist is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. Chop foul right at home plate. The 0-2 delivery. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Cespedes. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
And no doubt about this one. It's in there. 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Good battle. Count remains full. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Cespedes is in his tracks now. And that's out number 2.
Now batting.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. Addison Russell will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
And it's quickly 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Lucas Duda is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Around first, heading for second now. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
You can see where the third baseman set up here to start the plate. He's well off the line with the left-handed hitter up there, so he has no shot at knocking this ball down as it heads to the corner for what will turn out to be a stand-up double.
Travis d'Arnaud is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And Lackey jumps ahead of him here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Lackey comes set. 0-2 on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will land foul. Has to be thinking strikeout here. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
In now, Curtis Granderson, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
And this is becoming a theme now. It's part of why he's been so successful out there so far. Let these guys chase that first pitch and get him in a hole right away.
2 out here and a runner at second. In the dirt here. Throw goes over to third. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Wilson Contreras heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. Well, they should.
And a good pitch there as he got him to go after one in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, not a real good effort there. That pitch was never going to be a strike.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't think he knows either. That was almost in the on-deck circle.
John Lackey is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Dexter Fowler stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're up 2-0. Curtis Granderson will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
1-2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
Nope.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
Still 2-2. Lackey gets the sign. They'll try to put him away here on 2-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. All right, folks, montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count. Kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Into the box now, Jacob deGrom. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. To second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball is bunted just way too hard. So that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
David Wright will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1. Lackey at an even 70 pitches now in the outing. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Chris Bryant will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Oh, no, that screaming comebacker nailed him. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
Gotta hope he's okay on the mound.
And looked like he really left himself open after he released, and this ball came back and got him pretty good. And without speculating too much here, it's looking, at this point at least, like he will be able to continue out there. We should hope. Anthony Rizzo digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
Now a look and a throw back to second. Don't want to forget about him. First offering on its way. Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a two-run shot to left center, his first homer so far in the series. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager Terry Collins on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Gone after 5 1/3 here, as he never really found his groove in this one. Addison Reed is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 43, Addison Reed. The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Cespedes going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, I got to tell you, that's not the way you're hoping to make an entrance into this ball game. First batter he faces, and bang. This ball just about leaves the yard, winds up hitting off the outfield wall, and now he's going to have to deal with a runner on second base.
Here's Jason Hayward now.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A two-run home run that time for Jason Hayward. His first homer here in the series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison.
Here's Addison Russell. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Cespedes racing back. Gone. Back-to-back homers. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, as an offense, you always wish that you could bottle whatever you've got going right now and take it into all your games. Whatever it is, sometimes guys just feed off one another. They start thinking, well, hey, if this guy can hit a home run and then he hits a home run, when I get up there, maybe I can hit a home run too. And now that's 3 home runs they've struck for in this 1 inning.
Wilson Contreras.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras. as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Conforto is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. John Lackey comes to the plate now, likely due to the large cushion he has to work with on the scoreboard.
Yeah, he's got that big lead and a chance to get deeper into this ball game, but he needs to make sure he stays focused, because sometimes that competitive edge can dwindle on you a little bit when you think you're just cruising.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So this once slim lead is slim no longer, as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 7 and the Mets nothing. Neil Walker come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. And here's a breaking ball to start him out. Lackey's ahead 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
That 5-run inning broke this game wide open, so you can bet he'll be more free and easy out there on the mound. That's a nice job of getting that first out of the inning.
Out of play. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes strike 2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all, and when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
When we get a look there at his pitches by inning, he's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Lucas Duda steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Lackey looks in. Here's the 0-1. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Barehanded by Zobrist. It's there, and he's out.
Oh, what a play.
Mets go down 1, 2, 3. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Number 51 will come in and pitch now.
Center fielder.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Drilled on the ground to short. Cabrera's up with it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
For the Cubs, third baseman
Chris Bryant gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
And that's going to give him another great hitting count here on 2-0. No wonder they're up by 7.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, this is not exactly the most convincing swing you're going to see, but this is a results-oriented game. He manages to take the ball the other way and make his way aboard.
He's running towards second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
This is one of those situations where those unwritten rules of baseball come into play. You've got a big lead. It's late in the ball game. This is where you really need to put the brakes on the running game.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cespedes on the move. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Jorge Soler will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
The second baseman, number 18,
Ben Zobrist gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
On the ground to the right side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, but they're still in control, 7-0. At the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
That was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
A quick out number 1. Michael Conforto stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken in by Zobrist. Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are 2 away. Now at the plate, Curtis Granderson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. His club leads it big. Jason Hayward comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Jason Hayward.
Hit hard toward the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. And some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, this fastball gets on him pretty quick at 96 miles an hour, and he does just about all you can do with it, and that's take it the other way for a base hit.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. Oh, and he misses it. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Yeah, a little surprising here. That was not an easy chance moving toward the line, but it shouldn't have been anything that he can't handle. He just lets the ball go right past him.
Chris Coughlin will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 4, Chris Coughlin.
Sent on the ground out to second. Walker has it. Spin throw gets him at first. A great play, but a run will come in to score.
So right here, they get only the out at first. So I think you'd have to say mission accomplished right there. You do get the one run in from third. You move the other 2 runners up 90 feet, and you make it so that there's no double play possibility here with 1 out.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted the other way out to left center. Cespedes is after it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he is in there.
Well, you accomplished 2 things on that last swing. Number 1, obviously you drive in that run with the sacrifice fly. But because that ball was hit so deep, it allows the second runner to move up another 90 feet as well.
Swing and a line drive. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. The 0-1 pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Softly hit out to short. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
Granderson going back, and this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. His first homer here in the series as this lead got even wider.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, He comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
And now here comes Mets skipper Terry Collins out to home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Jerry Blevins will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Jerry Blevins.
In is Jorge Soler. Drilled down the line, but this is foul for the first strike. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 12 and the Mets nothing. Justin Grimm will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. As Drupal Cabrera will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout, and he's retired, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 12.
Juan Lagares will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. David Wright will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now pitch swung on and missed as they get ahead of Wright now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And not what he wanted to do there, is now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning.
Neil Walker.
Into the box now, Neil Walker. He'll swing it from the left side right here. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Ground ball right side. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Stepping up to the plate, Ben Zobrist. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Out in front of it, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. And the count will be full. This is line to left, And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Jason Hayward comes forward. He'll try to replicate what he did back in the 6th, that being a home run, of course. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, when Matt's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you've got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
To Cabrera for one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. In now, Addison Russell. He singled his last time up. Hit hard on the ground to third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. Wilson Contreras will be the batter. He reached on an error and later scored his last time. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball one. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. Runners are at first and second with one away. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Full count. Here it comes. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
It's hard to believe that for all the runs that have been scored, this is just their first walk of the ball game. What they've gotten, they've had to earn it. And they're going to get another base runner right now.
Javier Baez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 9, Javier Baez.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. Bases are loaded with only one out. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Dexter Fowler comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard. Bases juiced, 2 outs. He needs to stay within himself and just focus on making good contact.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Lagares is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Kyle Hendricks will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Yoenis Cespedes will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, and whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Lucas Duda strides in, grounded out his last time through. In there at the knees, strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Fought off at the plate, and will do it again. Here it comes, 0-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
Pretty flashy with the leather right there. This is all the way over on the second base side of the bag. And if he decides to leave this one for the second baseman, forget about it. It's a base hit.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't exactly keeping you on the edge of your seat, but if you're a fan of offense, then you had to enjoy it. And they get the victory here by a double-digit margin.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, the Cubs were given an excellent outing on the mound here by this man, John Lackey. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 12-0. So long from New York.
The winning pitcher is John Lackey. The loss goes